Phil, what do you think the name of this podcast is?
Oh, he's not on the group chat, is he?
No, he's not.
A lot of the names that we suggested were already taken.
Yeah, it's called the Mochi Mochi Podcast.
I don't know. I think it's like some weird double negative to me because I think Mochi and I think fuck that cat.
and then twice.
And then twice it just comes back around, you know?
Okay, so what Zach said to begin with in the chat was, "We love Tim, A Tale of Bromance, the podcast."
That's it's crazy how that phrase has lived since we were 10 years old. From me, you, and Christian going to see Number 23.
Jesus.
And my mom pulling to the side of the road to cuss at freaking Christian. We loved him.
We loved him. Fuck you, we loved him.
Yeah, because Christian was kind of railing on Tim a little hard.
No, we don't like Tim. We just hang out with him because we got nothing better to do. At 11 years old, Christian is just already heartless.
Roasted like ever, just no holding back.
So your mom pulls over.
Yeah.
She didn't.
And just like,
Yeah, Tim suggested Hat, Zach, and Dimwit.
yeah.
Okay. I suggested the Mochi Mochi Podcast Club, and it would just be
Like Doki Doki.
Yeah.
Are we retiring like the Lawn Chair Youth?
Or Boring Seagull podcast.
Yeah, it was Boring Seagulls
Well, I was
podcast.
saying Boring Seagulls, Lawn Chair Youth. Like, are those
I thought we were gonna call it.
all brands getting kind of? I mean, Boring Seagulls, I get obviously that can kind of
I feel
die
like-
in the void, right?
I feel like,
But like,
Lawn Chair has been rebranded.
Yeah,
to-
it's literally strictly for like my videos. But
Sarah brought Mochi in his sweater.
oh, look at that little
Oh, I've
boo
only seen
sweater.
pictures.
I saw that picture. And I was like, I hate this cat, but it's so freaking
No,
cute.
but like,
So what happened? Why do you what?
he attacked me.
You said it.
It was vicious.
It mauled me.
Walk.
No,
Through denim too.
no, seriously, I don't know why you guys laughed when I say I was mauled. Literally, I was mauled.
I heard him scream in agony from like 2 rooms away.
Just like mouth open on his back. It was wrecking his back. It was
I think
funny.
Tim was showing me one of his
Yes.
first. It was one of your first few handful of music videos, and it was like I think one of the first ones you were like really proud of, and you're like, dude, I want to show you this music video, and my back was turned looking at the computer, and we'd watched maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. And
He saw an
out
opportunity.
of nowhere, the cat jumps off the bed and onto my back, claws into my back.
So you were mauled by a cat.
Literally mauled. Literally.
Oh, his claws will do it.
Yeah, no, he scratched. And he held on and kind of repositioned. Like, he scratched me up.
He went
it,
to
like,
go-
actually hurt. Like, literally
It was good.
just complete claws into me.
And then when I walked in the room, I looked at Phil like if he was okay, and just the hatred in his eyes, I could see it. It was like fire in his eyes.
Yeah, there... a passion was burned inside of me. No, but seriously, that was my first and pretty much only experience with that cat. It's like that was like probably the second time I'd ever seen that cat.
Okay, so I guess it's decided that Mochi Mochi
Podcast.
is
Mochi Mochi
is
cast.
the name.
And you also proposed. Well, you said since Phil was coming over, it was going to be the Weeb cast.
Which Philip's a big. You don't like any anime really, but like Philip's a big.
I like that one about the one about the
girl?
the GMOs, not the GMOs. the
There's probably a GMO anime.
What's that called?
The MMO
MMO
junkie.
Momos.
It's like a rom com.
That one's like a
Have you watched it,
rom-com.
Phil?
No, I haven't watched it.
should.
See, that's the thing is,
GMOs.
yeah, the genetically modified organisms junkie anime.
No, it's recovery of one.
Recovery of a GMO junkie.
What does that
Season
mean?
2.
But yeah, I love anime, but I don't. I think I've been kind of left behind by Tim and Zach here in terms of viewership. I don't.
You mean Hayden?
Or yeah, sorry, Hayden.
Probably
Zach
Hayden.
doesn't watch a lick, but
I watched My Hero, and we finished Megalobox. That
Yeah,
was
Megalobox was really
sick,
good.
dude. So
I
good.
don't think I've even heard of that.
It came out this year. It's in my top
And,
5.
But we were talking about. I texted Tim and I was like, I feel like now that I think about it, me and Tim probably have one of the biggest like anime collections in
Birmingham
as a whole, like in Birmingham.
Easily. I mean,
And
we have
then-
to. I mean, him alone by himself.
Me and Jill, we fucking added up he's got like over $3,000 collection collected downstairs,
then,
which
like-
is so badass.
Yeah, I mean,
And then like
Philip
when-
gave me and him $300 worth of figures.
It ain't nothing.
I didn't like that anime anyway. Kill a Kill.
I haven't, dude. Seriously, I haven't seen a single episode of Kill la Kill.
You're missing out.
That's why, well, because sometimes I do, okay, look, lots of these figures I bought from friends secondhand because they're like, hey, I'm like,
I'm broke.
I'm rough on money. Like, will you buy these figures off me or something? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, I haven't seen Kill la Kill, but I've heard great things. I'm sure I'll love it. You know?
Some booty cheeks on those.
Yeah,
figures,
exactly,
too.
right. I mean, so I was like, okay, I ended up with all these Madoka Magica figures and Kill la Kill figures and Eva figures and stuff, and then for the most part, I was like, I don't know what to get people for Christmas and for birthdays, so have this figure, kind of thing. So it worked out, but yeah, I love anime and all that stuff, but I've been slacking, so I can't keep up with all the anime. But anytime I go, man, I got free time, what do I want to do? Play a game or watch an anime? 99% of the time, it's like, I want to play a game. So like,
That's what it is for Tim, but I'm like the opposite.
Do you still have that CRTV that you went?
hell yeah, dude, I play it like once a year. It's awesome.
So we joke about that all the time, but I can't.
What do you guys joke about?
I always forget where you drove to get that TV. What state did you go?
Across the world.
He said North Dakota one time.
I mean,
Okay, Hayden. Okay, so let's figure this out, man. They make fun of us, and they literally don't even have the facts.
How can we kill them?
They literally don't even have the facts. I drove to our great capital.
DC.
To DC,
Okay, so
really?
it's close. Yeah, he drove all the way to DC. But I mean,
You said North Dakota is not
what?
close
That's
to
only a
DC.
5-hour difference.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna look this up.
So you drove to DC for what?
DC's like 11 hours.
For a
12 hours.
cathode ray tube television, a CRT, a box TV, an old ass TV.
It was good with PlayStation 1
Stuff
games.
that people can't even give away for free. Did you get it for free?
No.
No, I bought it. I think it was like $30.
But it was
Worth the
it was
trip, though.
meant,
You
bro.
spent more in gas to go get it.
Hell yeah, dude.
So why this particular?
Okay, so that's what it boils down to, right?
Right.
Is before that, I had a CRT.
He just doesn't get it, Phil. He just does not.
I don't get it. Explain it to me.
Yeah,
I don't-
explain it.
I really
Shut up,
don't.
Hayden.
Before that, I had a CRT. They're easy to get a hold of for dirt cheap. You just go to a flea market and go, oh, here's one for $10. Perfect, right? Well, I wanted a very specific model. I wanted a Sony Trinitron. I think I even remember the model number. It's a KV.
So you trace like the serial number and everything.
It's not a
Model
serial
number.
number, but it's a model number. Yeah. So I wanted a very specific model. It's considered pretty much the holy grail of like retro gaming CRTs. That's the one I wanted. And I had searched for months, like on Craigslist, all that, like trying to find something even remotely close to me. And one day, after like months of searching, one popped up in Washington, D.C. And literally, I looked over to Ash and I was like, you want to go to D.C. tomorrow? And she was like, yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
So we just drove to D.C. I wanted this TV.
This is a man that knows what he wants.
Yeah, and we drove all the way there, and I actually have family in the outskirts of DC, like they're I guess in
okay.
Virginia. So I was like, hey, whatever. I mean, and Ash loves going out of town, so I was like, hey, let's go see my family in Virginia, get a TV, hang out.
Well, hold on. Did you pitch it to her? Hey, let's go visit my family, or hey, let's go get a TV.
I told her straight up, we're going to get a TV.
Okay.
But she took a good trip out of it, though.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, we'll get out of the house, take a trip, whatever, and
Okay, that's what I was transitioning into. Is where's the TV now?
oh, it's still in my room, and I got these cool like glass cases to put all my figures in,
I'm working on
and
getting one of those.
cool lights on the outside that light up. I can change the colors and everything.
Yeah.
Price my like Ava collection.
Yeah, I think we should just do 100% your Neon Genesis collection and just
I mean, I can price like my posters, like the 2 posters I told Phil about that I have downstairs as my authentic like end of Ava posters. It's 2 of them. Those alone are worth $400. So and then that's
badass.
Where are you going with that again out of the beer? Shut up. All right, so whenever someone leaves a podcast, you have to talk. You have to talk shit about them.
He does hurt my feelings though when he talks when he makes fun of me and my games and my TV.
In your TV. I think your TV's fucking cool.
Thank
Phil.
you.
You told me one time that you have a small schmeat.
You should slap him with your small schmeat. Gorsaur, you got him with a small schmeat. I'm trying, Goofy, but.
Okay, shut the f up. Hey Zach, how's it going, man?
So I might just start doing this on my calculator.
Oh god.
So I said 400 for the posters.
Okay.
Then for the
I'll tell you the answer. It's priceless. Hayden's like, no, my love can be bought, absolutely.
10 grand.
you can just say like I told Tim it's definitely over $1,000.
Oh yeah, I mean the posters by themselves are 400. What I don't even know. I don't even want to know what the.
All my figures.
No, not the
The
figures,
laser discs?
The laser disc. Is he clicking the pin or something?
Yeah.
Come on, Philip. You're
He's
the
like-
worst
he's-
kind of
he's,
person
like,
right now.
Fidgeting.
I'll get you a fidget spinner.
We haven't
Anxiety.
upgraded to the best mic stands yet, so every little vibration in the table, the mic.
Yeah, tell me about it, Zach. Yeah, you say, oh, we don't have the budget, we don't have whatever, and my mic is sitting on like $10,000.
40,000.
Yeah,
$40,000.
$40,000, whatever.
Fucking
Oh,
fat
Fun,
stats.
funny thing, I actually just did a music video with that money, and at the end of the video, I let the rappers like hold it so that they can like be in the video.
Smell
and at
it.
the very end of the guy goes, he goes, "Hey man, let me get 1,000 of that." I'm like, dude, I don't want you to get killed, okay? Like I literally don't want you. That is the most shady thing to randomly win $1,000 in fake money.
Okay, so you're saying he knew the money was fake.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the joke was that he was unaware that it was fake
man,
money.
That's what I
No.
thought.
But
And I was
it-
like,
he knew
so you're
it was
saying he
fake.
knew and he was about to take that and go rip someone off.
I'm like, dude.
So for the listeners at home, we have Tim shoots music videos for a bunch of rappers. So he's bought a bunch of fake $100 bills in the stacks of $10,000 per. We're talking about.
And Phil's mic is on top of that money because we don't have a fourth mic stand.
Dude,
Here we are.
this is exactly what I wanted.
Oh yeah, hide it so you can't see it. Don't hide it so you can't see it.
Who?
So in my loot crate, it came something that I wanted to give to you.
Oh, to me.
Yeah. So I went
Wait,
to,
why me?
You'll get it in a second, you idiot.
It is. The Big Lebowski. Oh, it's a Big Lebowski pen. Look at that. Do you hear it?
That's just like
Wait,
Your
okay,
opinion, man.
so hold on. Wait, so what was the loot crate that this was a part of?
It was Archer, so I got an Archer figure. I got a Deadpool T-shirt. I got the little Big Lebowski pin.
okay. Now I'm excited. Where's my gift?
You can have 1,000 of the fake money.
yeah, go buy a TV with it.
Dude, I'm buy a freaking bajillion CRTs. Okay, actually, I want to take it back to Tim and I's friend Christian. Christian was the character, but man, he I think he pretty much got in trouble with all of our families. Tim and I, our families. I remember one time he was at Florida with me and my family, and
It just sounds like a good time, right?
we were walking into Whataburger 12 years ago, something like that. Like we were probably barely teenagers, right? And we walk into Whataburger, and like Christian didn't open the door and hold it open for like my grandpa or something like that. And I think my grandpa made some little tiny comment like, "Hey, you should have held the door open or whatever," right?
Fucking loser.
He wasn't an ass, but or he wasn't
He wasn't
yelling,
ass
but it
yet.
was he was kind of an ass, but he wasn't yelling, like he wasn't aggressive, right? And Christian went on his silly little tirade that he always does about
Do you call him a whippersnapper?
about how chivalry's dead, blah blah blah.
And old people killed it.
Little whippersnapper
We
ain't
can think
hold
of
the
like
door
a
for me.
13-year-old saying this to a grown man.
Yeah, and dude, my grandpa just with the fury of like freaking 1,000 stars, like just grabbed Christian by the arm and just started laying into him like in this Whataburger. And I just stood there helpless. I'm like, I can't help you, man. Like you did this to yourself. But
he let him burn.
it's so funny you bring that up because I'm like, man, Christian just
He's, I love him, but he's just shitty.
Bad decisions.
Shitty all the time.
he's just
Well.
I don't think he's shitty, but he just which I kind of am too, but he's always on joke mode, and his joke mode is like 1,000% joke mode at 100% of the time.
Which is my favorite quote from Christian is actually, I throw out 8 jokes all the time at one time, and all I need is one to hit.
No, the
Hydraulics.
first time I met Christian was at Tim's
Oh
house.
my god, this is good.
And I guess you guys had been friends, childhood friends, and he'd been gone for years and years.
And
so
Mom was drunk.
he
and-
finally Christian shows back up. Tim's mom is like, "Oh, Christian, we haven't seen you so long. You know, how have you been?" And he's like, "I've been in the war. I've been jumping out of planes." I've been
Oh my God.
You never heard this before?
I think maybe I did once, but
I've been-
one him saying that kills me. But even the mental image,
Of Linda just right there looking at him like, what, you were?
yeah, but also the mental image of Christian jumping out of a plane like in a war mode, like in battle mode, just kills
And
me.
he's
This
talking
is
about
what-
like seeing like dead bodies and killing people, and Linda's just eating it up. Like, oh my god! And I've never met Christian before, but I know just looking at him, like, no, you fucking. Like, shut the
And he even said about his losing his leg. This is actually an amputee. And he was wearing those big fucking like Osiris Vans that he used to wear. Oh my god, where the laces not
Are
tied.
those even? Please tell me
they
those
still
are-
make them.
Holy crap! Who wears them?
Astronauts,
Not the re-
moonwalkers.
yeah.
Board of Osiris fans.
People who put up the rock fist.
Me and Zach, on the last podcast, I just bring this up, I guess, talked about how we were like, Zach said, well, we were going to get tattoos today, Hayden. And then the following day, we did get tattoos.
I completely forgot to bring
and now
that up.
and now we can talk about it.
Hayden's just down, bro.
Yeah, he's down a clown.
Please, for the love of God, just get an anime tattoo that Zach will know nothing of.
We almost did.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
I would love that.
I almost got a lum tattoo.
I
But then
did get a lum tattoo.
I got a girl on the back of my arm.
I mean, we both got girl tattoos, so.
'Cause
You
girls-
saw
I'm
my new-
actually getting tattooed this week or next week.
No fuck. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
me and-
breaking news! Is Sarah getting?
Wait, where do you
Not
guys
there.
go?
Went to a
Good
good
Neighbor.
neighbor downtown.
Wait, what are you getting?
I don't know if I want to do the mask or do Conti.
Ooh, do Conti. For
The
sure.
mask?
Where are you gonna get Conti?
Doom
at?
mask.
The do mask
Okay.
with the 90 degrees.
Been thinking for years to get a tattoo, and I've just never.
You think too much.
Why don't you just go out and
Bro,
get
that's
it?
gonna be sick, ain't
That'd
it?
be
Yeah,
tight.
let's see.
Yeah. Now I see. The thing is, I'm not sure about the egg.
Yeah, I don't know about the egg either. Just get him with the flames.
Him with the flames. God, I get a frying pan with eggs in it.
And then underneath it says, "This is your brain."
On
This is your
drugs.
brain when you
I'd have
watch
to be
Fully
on heroin.
Cooled.
On
Actually
anime.
get
This
that.
is your brain on anime.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh, I know. I told you. We haven't told you. We're having a Halloween party, by the way. You have to dress up though.
For sure.
If you don't dress up, you get kicked out. I mean, that's literally how it is.
Okay, well, that's not gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk in how I normally do, and I dare you fuckers to try.
You won't.
I was gonna go as Lil Peep for Halloween, but I don't know if I actually should.
Dude, Sarah says she would draw your tattoos.
I would
That's
love
like
that. That'd be.
I don't know if that's like appropriate since he passed away. You know,
Wait.
I mean, everyone's dead in a way.
So, all right.
that's deep.
That's some existential stuff, man.
I remember when I was a kid one year, I went as just a trash bag. Hear me out. Hear me out.
That's so good.
Hear me
So
out.
they can throw candy in it.
Yes, exactly.
Nailed
So
it.
I cut holes in the bottom just big enough for my legs to fit through. So it came up almost like a reverse skirt. What would you call that?
Reverse skirt.
Like an umbrella in the wind.
I don't know what.
Step into a trash
That's a
bag.
male
Ask
romper.
Zach.
It's a
That's
male
what-
a
so
male
when you go
romper.
so when you a romper.
Yeah.
A
That-
trash bag romper.
And I'm legit. I would go to different neighborhoods, knock on the door. Oh, what are you? I'm a fucking trash bag. Give me your candy. And I just do like this. And they throw
Just
candy
7-year-old
in.
Zach being like, I'm a fucking trash bag.
Yeah, dude.
Wait,
this.
so wait. Let me back this up because I didn't quite hear. You watched My Hero and enjoyed My Hero.
Yes.
How much of My Hero have you watched?
I'm current.
Yeah, every
I'm
episode.
like-
every episode.
You have seen the All Might versus like All for One
Yes.
fight.
Yes, I
and
have.
that amazingness and how
Yes.
just season 3 has been awesome. But that's where I left off, was
So
that fight.
that episode aired. Lake, Hayden, and Tim all said, you need to start watching My Hero now.
Yeah.
That's when I started, when that episode was released.
And did you just watch it on your own?
Yes,
Yeah.
I binge watched it.
He had nothing to do.
2
He
or
was
3
waiting for his
days.
van.
Like,
So you
I
just
wanna
took
say-
their word for it and went, okay, I'm going. Because My Hero is like my new obsession. I love that show so much.
That's why you're current.
Well, no, I mean,
He's actually not current. Though.
he was being sarcastic. I've basically, the day the All Might versus All for One aired, I watched it. It was amazing. And I said, okay, I think this is a good stopping point for now. I'm going to wait until the rest of season 3 is ready for me to binge.
Right.
Because I hate, like, watch one episode a week, then watch another episode next. So that's the thing, is when I try to introduce, or when I think about introducing people to My Hero, I worry that they're not going to be able to get through season 1, because I think season 1's great. Like,
Yeah, me too.
It's an easy, like, I'd give it like an 8 out of 10 or something. I think it's great. But season 2 and season 3 is, to me, where the show, like, blasts off. And I always try to get people to the first, to Midoriya's first punch, like on the giant robot, where he, like, jumps up, and
Those
because
are
that's
great
like the
episodes.
first, like,
Right, yeah.
you know what you're in for once you get
Right,
there, you know. Because before that, it's like Midoriya cries for 3 episodes, and then,
There's some characters that I don't like, that I'm like, okay, I don't
and you're
really- I
just
don't really
you're just
care.
wrong.
And me and Zach talked about pacing in anime. If like the pacing is off in like an anime, he talked about how the pacing is really, really off or really bad in like Akira. Even though it's a great movie, the pacing in that movie is pretty bad.
Yeah,
And it makes it hard to watch.
because it
especially
is
for an
it is a
animated
long movie, and sometimes you got to sit through some
But, like,
slower sections. You know?
But the thing is that like I will say, if you can get through it for the first time, it's like very rewarding. It is a good movie.
Yeah.
But for an animated movie that's as long, the pacing in like Princess Mononoke, it's perfect. It paces the movie so great. It's just as long, just as like complicated, but like
Yeah.
the pacing in Akira is completely
Even like
off.
your favorite movie. I mean, tell them what your favorite movie is.
Yeah, 2001.
Space Odyssey.
Never seen
I've
it
never
though.
seen it.
That's
Yeah.
Phil's favorite.
Well, it
movie.
is the ultimate, like, you need to sit down and be ready for, like, an experience. There's literally, like, a 3-minute scene of, like, because they're in space,
Right.
like in a space shuttle or spaceship or whatever. And, like, it's just this writing pen, and it's just floating in space. And you just watch that for a few minutes. And there's tons of scenes like that. It's not a movie you sit down and go, oh, man, I can't wait to watch this movie and eat some popcorn. You're like, you need to sit down with, like, a paper and pencil and be
Like
like,
something to analyze.
all right, I'm ready to watch. You know, like,
I don't know.
what characters do you not like in My Hero?
I do not like the pervy boy with all the sticky things on
That's
him.
the best character in the show.
I don't like the frog girl.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So you like-
Suyu's best girl, dude.
yeah.
That's exactly what Lake said.
No,
She's
I
so
would
good.
disagree, but okay.
I don't
No,
really care about her.
for real, Suyu might not be best girl, but
I love
Suyu's
her.
amazing. She's super, like, she's smart, and
No,
she's
my,
awesome.
my
You-
favorite is his love interest. What's her face?
Uraraka.
Yeah, she's my favorite for sure.
It's even better in the newest episodes you haven't even seen
Yeah,
yet.
I'm
See,
couple
that-
It gets even
episodes
better.
behind.
What's so amazing about My Hero to me, and another reason why I vastly prefer season 2 over season 1, and this is another reason why I think people prefer season 2, is that you really get to know the characters way more in season 2. Like season 1, you kind of get this passing, like, glance, and season 2 delves more into them and lets you get to know them more.
Right.
Like season 1, they're like, here's the main cast and you'll get to know them, but like some of the more outside characters, you just, like season 1, like so little about Todoroki, and in season 2, Todoroki's like
One of the main characters.
becomes like a main character.
Yeah,
I don't
season
care.
2 establishes the characters so great, and not only that, it establishes like outside characters really well.
Yeah.
Like outside, like because they're like class 1A, right?
Yeah.
And it really establishes how well like classes outside of 1A
Yeah,
is.
yeah, exactly.
In like such a small portion, but you already get like a great feel for what those characters are
Yeah,
about.
yeah, and so you say you don't like Mineta, you don't like certain characters and stuff, man. I can't think of a single character.
I just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, fair. There's a couple, but like so many characters really come into their own. Besides these, like, oh, they're there and here's their power, you know.
I think season 3 is the best so
So
far.
I agree.
I haven't watched any of season 3. I'm waiting for it to finish. But
Oh my, you haven't watched
I'm-
any of it?
No.
Oh
He's
my.
waiting to finish so you can
So I
watch
can
it in
fucking
one
watch
day.
all of it, bro.
Hayden,
Carry.
Can I please come over and
Yeah,
like a
of
couple
course.
weeks when it's done and like just
You don't
binge
even
it
have
with
to
you?
ask me, Phil.
Can I please?
You don't
I
have
would
to ask
love
me.
that. How do you not like Suyu, Zach? Oh my god.
I do like her a lot though. She's She's very cool. Zach is just Zach's like it's just another
Zach.
I'm just not interested. I'm not
Goofy
invested.
anime.
I really don't care.
Zach, who's your waifu?
Do you not like frogs?
Zach, who's your
I just
waifu?
don't care. I just don't care. I don't care. Like, especially when her character really comes to be when, I guess, in season 1.
Season 1.
When they're in the training facility and they're
Yeah.
like trapped in the
Suyu's
boat.
literally a competent hero at every point. Even in season 1, right? Uraraka's like freaking nothing until she has a pretty cool moment where she still loses in season 2.
Yeah,
He's calling the
I
shit
didn't
out of
care.
me.
We were talking about like arcs and development and characters, and I never got a chance to say it's kind of like Adventure Time in a way too. Like if you watch like season 1 and 2 of Adventure Time,
Yeah, because it starts out just like, hey, just be a part of this wacky world, and it's weird and silly, and you just kind of get accustomed to it all, and then it starts like actually doing stuff and like making points and having actual storylines. It's kind of surreal because you just don't expect it.
I remember also like people who voice actors for like anime dubs, whatever. They're actually really big fans of Steven Universe as well. They like back it like super hard, and like we see it all the time. It's like
yeah.
And that's what's
cons.
crazy to me is that the fan base it's not an anime, but people almost kind of lump it in with anime and is like, yeah, if you like anime, you like Steven Universe kind of. And I don't get it.
My favorite animes are just like they fluctuate a little bit, but I mean, it's forever gonna be. Right now, Fully Cooley is definitely going number 1. Trigun might move in the future.
Yeah, see, Trigun's another one that's like in my top 5. That I love that anime.
I think Trigun has only gotten better with age too.
Yeah.
Trigun's so
The
good.
music, man.
Yeah,
Music.
I really want you to watch Hunter x Hunter.
I really want to watch.
You fucking should.
Hunter x Hunter. See, the thing is shonen's that one just genre of anime where I go, man, I freaking love it. It's so dumb, but I love it.
No. It'll break down every expectation you have for.
Yeah.
Like, I've told you, like you've seen Yu Yu Hakusho. It'll make Yu Yu Hakusho look like a kid's show.
Well, I really want to watch Yu Yu Hakusho again too. It's been so long, but I'm saying just a broad spectrum. Shonen's freaking dumb, but there's something about it that makes me just like scream with like joy, or I love it. Like My Hero's amazing. It's been one of the anime in the longest time where like I've just fallen in love with it. And I've heard such good things. Like if I ask anyone like, what's a better shonen than My Hero? Like the only answer I pretty much ever get is
Dragon Ball Z.
is Dragon Ball GT. It's Hunter x Hunter. I've heard time and time again, My Hero's an amazing shonen. If there's anything that tops it, it's Hunter x Hunter. And one of these days, I got to find the time and sit down and just watch it.
So, any last words, Zach? Your last words for the podcast. This is the end of the Mochi Mochi podcast.
That was going to be my ending question. If Mochi Mochi's going to stick, if you guys are happy with that,
I'm fine with it.
I'm good with Mochi.
It's still in the air.
Yeah,
You're not in the podcast, Philip. You're the guest.
Yeah,
Screw
he's the
you.
guest, yeah.
No.
You'll definitely have a comeback. Like,
If you guys don't have me on more, I'm going to make my own podcast and
You're just gonna talk shit the whole time.
rival you guys.
we were gonna call like the podcast. We threw out some names like for the podcast earlier. Like what was it, like
Ligma
Come and
Cast.
Go or something.
Come and go. What the
We said like Quick and Fast or Cool and Quick or something.
Not simple. Whoa, God.
simple and clean,
Not-
smoothing, simple, and
Nice
smooth.
and smooth.
nice and smooth.
It was like
You're bigger than me.
Okay, this. Okay,
Yeah, Tim
We're
once
gonna-
mistook
before-
simple and
before-
clean.
super epic.
The Kingdom Hearts.
I don't care if this podcast is an
Nice
hour
and
long.
smooth.
This is the last thing that we're gonna talk about is. You haven't been over. You haven't really hung out with us at all. But Zach's been over here like every fucking week. He has become me. This
Yeah,
boy
it's
cannot.
rough.
He can't fucking talk.
It's sad that it's rubbed off on me now that I don't live here anymore.
Some slogan. It was like, "It's my money and I need it now." He was like, "It's your money. Spend it how you want it. It's your money. Spend it when you need it." I was like,
my money. I'm gonna spend it now.
That's like the
I got out of the car, but I was like gonna fall on the ground because I was laughing. I was like, "What are you talking
It's like the exact opposite.
You know my money, it's mine. You know the commercial.
Nice and smooth is the way that you're making me feel tonight.
Yeah,
You're bigger than me. So there's an album called Let Yourself Be Huge, and I couldn't think of it. I said, "You're bigger than me." Is the name of the album. Hayden's losing it right now. He's crying into his shirt.
But Tim has so many of these. This is
like
this happens.
I'm sorry.
What kind of sentence is that?
Let yourself be huge. You're bigger than me.
Yeah, it's inspirational. Let yourself be huge, man.
So
Explode.
you're bigger than me is like I'm talking to an elephant. You're bigger than me. Let yourself be huge is like a motivational.
It's inspirational. Yeah.
Talking to a dinosaur.
And I'm sorry, I didn't know how debris was spelled.
Debris.
Oh God.
And that was on the way to was it a Thor show or a Persephone show? We were on the way back from a Persephone show.
Yeah.
I was in the back seat when that happened.
Was it a Persephone show? If you were in the back, it must have been a Persephone.
So I was the merch guy, yeah.
And then on our way from
merch guy.
home, there was a fucking truck, and I was like, "Why did the truck say Fright on the back of it?"
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
God, I'm so stupid. But we loved him.
We loved him.
We loved him.
I will sick Linda on you. I will let her know what you said.
She will put you in the car and pull over.
We need to get Linda on.
Choke you out.
Oh my God.
We need to get her to watch Hunter x Summer.
It's true.
But my mom would like it. She watched all Fully Cooley with us being there.
Yeah, well, again, Fully Cooley's a bit.
And it's the weirdest one.
You watch it like a movie versus here's 100 episodes of.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the weirdest one, but.
Okay, for real though.
Dope.
But yeah, thanks for having me.